Welcome back, Gym Nation. Happy Saturday. Today is a very different type of conversation. Well, in some aspects. Y'all know I love talking money over here. And so today we're going to talk about how to 10x your investment the old fashioned, easy breezy way. I truly believe that some of us are overcomplicating things, and I want us to bring it back to the basics. And so you're going to come with me on this journey as I organize what I am calling my resale room. I have invested about $500 in low cost items that I will be reselling. And my goal is to generate at minimum $5,000 from that investment. And I'm going to go over the steps on what to do, how to expect to do it, as I show you just some of the things that I've invested in. Some of you know that I've been in the South since May, and met some interesting people. Hey, seriously, so good to see you. And I've gotten some really, really good deals on some really, really good things. And let me just lay it out. Like, my average cost of goods is what they call it. So the average price per piece that I've paid is less than $5, or about $5, let's say. And I'm going to show you some items that may have been just a little more than that. And then I'm going to save my biggest find, my jackpot find that I brought home yesterday, purchased a couple days ago, but it was too big and too heavy to carry. But that $20 investment will, 100x when it's all said and done. So let me first introduce myself for anybody who's new here, new joining on the back end. What's up, everyone? I am Kim, aka Kim with the Gems. And on this channel, we talk money, wellness, and travel, all with the focus for us to stay ready so we don't have to get ready. And as I talk about money today, I still want everyone to lean into the basic premise of buy low, sell high. I am a hardcore stock investor. I'm also a trader. With anything and everything, you want to buy as low as possible and sell high. Now, what high is, there's variables to high, right? Everything's not going to be a 10x return. If it's a 5x return, it's still a positive return, right? And so if you saw my thumbnail, I'm just going to show you like one of the items. I told y'all my average cost of goods is under $6. Let's average it around $5. These were $9. These are Kyrie Irving Nikes. For many of you, you may not know that Kyrie Irving no longer has a deal with Nike. These are also his Duke colors. He graduated from Duke. And for those of you who don't know who Kyrie Irving is, he's an NBA player, a top NBA player, let's say. So this $9 will easily at minimum generate $50, $60 net profit after it's all said and done. And this is based on comps. I do want to go over, because listen, I wish I could show y'all the room. Let me just lift this out. It's a mess. So I don't know if you can see everything. I just put that shoe box up, but this room is going to completely be dedicated to all of the resale items. There's more stuff here. There's bins. This is the closet where everything will hang up. And so my goal between today and tomorrow is to completely transform this room. You can also see there's a Those are the closets that are going to be painted, but ignore that. But those are the shelves that I'm also putting in the closet. Everything before I leave South Carolina will be labeled, organized, numbered in a system so that while I'm not here, all of this can be easily handled by somebody else. And so I have hangers here. And so before I do the organizing, I do want to just quickly go through some of the steps that we're going to talk about. So we talked about average cost of goods, right? You don't want to buy something that you may get stuck with, right? So if you're spending, let's just say $20 to sell something for $30, and that item has a lot of competitive pricing, you may get stuck with that $20. I've seen people say, oh, well, I found a Coach bag, an old Coach bag for $60. You may be sitting on that Coach bag to make a profit for a while because a vintage Coach bag is an acquired taste. Not everybody's going to love it. So you want to make sure that your average cost of goods stays low. First things first, free beats out cost any day of the week. So what I recommend, my recommendation is to first go through everything that you have. Make sure that if you're not using it, you're getting some money from it, right? So many of us just have clothes, even with tags on, sitting in our closet. And there's so many different ways to resell now. This is not going to, by any means, be my primary mode of income. But as I shared in a video prior, I'll try to remember to link it here. I definitely believe that multiple streams of income, of which, quite honestly, if you tally up all my streams of income, it's probably like 20. It's probably like 20, quite honestly. And so I believe there's so many ways to make money that there's no reason for us to focus on what we don't have when we could focus on how to get what we need, right? And so this, like I said, this was something I did because I was here and I had time to do it. And someone put me on game about all of the people from up north who have a lot of money, who have moved to the South, specifically the Myrtle Beach area that I'm in, and the type of items that they're donating or giving away or whatever. You can really make some money if you have the right strategy. So again, average cost of goods, primary, free, 99 is the best cost that you can associate with. And think about it. All of us have friends or family who donate clothes, right? Who donate items or goods. Instead of being afraid to ask your friends and family, hey, do you have any items, household clothing, especially if they have quality goods, right? I'm in the market for some, old items that you may not be using or thinking about donating. Go make some money off of that. Somebody is. And so if you are in a space where you need money for anything, start being more creative with how you get that. Don't be afraid to open your mouth. Don't be scared. This towel is getting on my nerves. Don't be scared to ask for what you need. And if you don't want to ask for a handout or ask for money, ask for stuff that people were going to throw away or give away anyway. I have given away so many clothes to people I know, grew up with, friends and family, quality clothes. I could care less about those. I shouldn't say that. If someone needs, I'm going to give if I can. And so that is the type of mindset that I think we need to really hone in on. Like I said, this is not going to be my primary source of additional income because of the time it takes to do things, right? And y'all know I travel, so I'm not going to be locked down to making sure returns or going to the post office and all of that. But while I was here, because I, have family here that can manage this while I'm away, and I can also hit them off, right? Which is the primary reason for me to do this is, one, to show you that it can be done. That's number one. Oh, I see your question. I'll get to it in a second, show. Is to show that it can be done. Secondary, y'all know, when it comes to paying for things, I'm always going to find a way to get my money back, right? So I've been here for a while. I don't know how much I've spent, since I've been here, but I'm not going to be in a deficit when it's all said and done. And usually I can buy stocks, sell stocks, but I'm going to try this route. I'm going to try this, especially with the items I was able to get. And then number three, I was bored. I was bored. I did this because, I was bored, and this is also taking up some time. I won't say taking up. How can I say this? It was a fun activity, quite honestly, especially after I spoke to some people. I showed you my bin haul before, and I started talking to people at the bin stores and talking to them about the strategy and the best approaches for the strategy. So here I am. And then the reason why I'm doing this now is because on that video, someone asked would I do more videos about that. And so if you ask, you shall receive in most cases. Y'all like my tan? Can y'all see? I got a little tanny tan. But good question. How do taxes work on the resale items? You will get a 1099 from most resale platforms, but there's other ways to resell, right? Where it's just cash exchanging hands. So if you're into Facebook Marketplace and you're not doing shipping and all of that, and you're willing to meet people, what taxes, right? What taxes? If you want to do a yard sale, I am actually going to have a yard sale before I leave because I have so much stuff. Literally, not the stuff only that I've gotten. So technically, when it's all said and done, my average cost of goods will probably be more like $1, if that, because I will be adding stuff that I have here in this house, clothes that I keep here, so I don't have to, pack a lot of stuff when I come here. But then now it's time, I'm tired of wearing clothes from 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So average cost of goods will probably be closer to 99 cents, 50 cents when it's all said and done. But taxes, it depends upon how you resell. So if you resell on something like eBay or a place like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, Vinted, whatever the site is, you're going to get a 1099, and you're going to have to report a certain amount of income to the government, just like with anything. But you don't have to sell on those platforms, right? I'm selling on those platforms, but I also have a business. So, that'll work out on the back end. So, like I said, we're going to go through the list, and then I'm going to show you the items. So, not to hold you. So if you don't want to stay to see the items, after I go through the strategy that I will be using to turn this $500 investment into $5,000, then you can exit stage left. So I said free stuff everywhere. You just have to ask. I'm going to show you some of the free items I got just because I was in the right place at the right time, saw something that wasn't being used but could have been quality, and it was worth it to, ask. And, oh, no, please, we're not using that. Take that. And like I said, the basic premise where we all make money is when you buy low, sell high. That's the foundation. That's the foundation. Free 99 is the best, the best cost. But outside of that, keep your investments light and tight until you grow, until you build, right? So I don't even know if I spent 500 yet. I may have spent on the cusp of 500, but that was my budget. So have a budget if you're going to spend, and don't increase that budget until you start making money, unless you see something that you just can't let go because it's in high demand and you can make some money off of it. So buy low, sell high. only primarily focus on high ticket items, meaning not that you're spending a lot on the items. Case in point, it's in my thumbnail. These boots right here, MSRP, manufacturer's retail price, $250. I paid $6.30 because I got a 10% discount. These things are nearly spanking brand new. These are our Sorel. The brand is Sorel, Sorel, waterproof, handcrafted boots. For those people who love winter activities in the snow and the cold, these are a high ticket item that people invest in that have longevity. Look at this rubber. Look at this rubber. And then the fur quality, it's faux fur, but it is what it is, right? But it's so cute. And look at the bottom. Look at the tread on this. It's like brand new. Brand spanking new. $6.30 I spent for an item that has an MSRP for $250. This is how you 10x your money. Well, first of all, $6 for me to 10x it, what's that, $60? I'm going to do far better than that, especially as the season approaches. I showed you the sneakers. Again, the goal is to buy low, sell high. High ticket items and labels. High ticket items also could mean niche items, right? So not items that everybody is looking for, like, or everybody has. Like, we're not talking Hanes t-shirts. We're not talking, those brands that come from another country that everybody pays, $3 for, $5 with the discounts. We're talking about branded niche items that tend to have a long lifespan, like they're durable, like the boots that I just showed you, or they can be collector's items, right? And so these are the items that you want to this chair is literally getting on my nerves now, but it's holding some of the stuff that I want to show you. So I'm also going to show you, I'm going to organize some of the stuff. Like I said, I'm not going to go through all of the stuff right now. I'm going to go through the list first, but these are North Face boots. These were $10. $10. MSRP of over $100, right? Brand new. I think it's like $189. Look at the quality. North Face. Look at the condition, I should say. And these haven't even been really cleaned up, except the bottom a little. But these look brand spanking new. You want to get items that are durable. And with winter coming up, so that's another thing. So my 10X, I'm not expecting to make 10X before I leave, right? I am organizing this resale room so that as the cold months start to come, most of these items will be flying off like hotcakes. And then you also can see, you have to do your research, of course. You have to see what other sellers are selling them for, especially when you first start. You want to price accordingly because, you want to get those sales so you can get reviews so that people can see that you're legit. But then after that, you price how you feel, you can sell, right? And you, again, multiple platforms, and you could do different testing, and or you can do yard sales. So again, I paid under $10 for those boots. If I had a yard sale and sold them for $40, I'm ahead of the game, like greatly. If I sold them for $50, like this is, even though those boots in my neighborhood now, we're at the beach, right? So people are not really going to invest in winter boots here like that. But I do have some other items. I'll show you something else, and then I'll get into the list. Another like $5. This is a $5 fine. This is a Harley Davidson jacket for a big and tall guy. Another niche market, y'all. Big and tall, big feet for men and women, a great niche market. If you see a size 13 shoe, quality shoe that somebody's giving away or you can pay a couple dollars for, that's a gold mine. But this is the Harley Davidson 95th anniversary jacket. In the South, if I had a yard sale, I paid average cost, I'm going to say $5. This may have been, no, this was 10 as well. This was 10. I'm sorry. And so if I sold this again for $40, I'm ahead of the game. The goal is to buy low, sell high. And so let's get back to the list and then I'll get to the items. So we talked about high ticket items and labels, right? And niche markets. You have to know what to buy and you have to know what to sell. So there's so many, let's just say this. Would I recommend you buying a whole lot of items and then you only try to sell it for $5, $10, or you have free items and you're only trying to sell it for $5, $10? With gas prices the way they are, going back and forth to the post office, absolutely not. You want items that are going to make it worth your while to do the work. Like I said, I have to organize this whole room. I have the poly bags that I'm going to put them in. There will be numbers. I'm not going to print label numbers out, but I'm going to, put a sticky on and put the, order so that whoever comes in here can find stuff really, really quick. So that's work that I'm putting in. I'm not gonna put in that work if I'm getting a $3 return on it. If I'm getting a $4 return on it, it has to be worth my while, right? And so you need to know what to buy. Again, stay away from the cheap stuff. Also know that seasonal things are gonna make you money. Seasonal things like holidays. So if you think about quality stuff for Christmas, quality stuff for Thanksgiving, quality stuff for the winter. And so let me add that I've posted like swim trunks and stuff. I've had right before the 4th of July, I've already made $150 net profit off of selling 3 items since I've been here. I have a lot more to post, which is why I have to organize because since then I've, invested much more money. But seasonal items, you have to be strategic. That's why I'm getting ready for the fall and winter because we're already in August just about, right? And so starting September, places start getting cold. October, there's a lot of cold places. And especially with the changing of this weather patterns in many, many states, now is the time to start getting ready for fall. I also believe that, if it's like cosmetic jewelry and stuff, stay away from that. I mean, you're not going to get a good return on your investment. So knowing what to buy just simply means you have to know the quality of the item, what they're selling for on average, what your profit margin will be, how much you spent on the item, and is it worth your time? Taking into account if you're selling on platforms, they take a commission. Well, that's pretty much it. And if you have to pay taxes on it. So those are the things that you need to really pay attention to. And when it comes to selling, who's your audience going to be? So my audience, like I showed you, a lot of sports things. There will be some hodgepodge items in there, as you will see as I go through my haul for anyone who wants to stay, but primarily boots, sneakers, shoes. Most are branded, so it doesn't have to be like Christian Louboutins, but they may be Bandolino or Echo or shoes that are still quality. And I also try to look for wide width shoes because those are harder for people to find. If I see wide width, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. And don't think I'm talking about going only to thrift stores. I have a pair of I have the box up here. I have a pair of 11 and a half brand new Echo Men shoes, sneaker shoes, walking shoes. I'll show them to you in a minute. $9 at the Echo store. $9. They were the last pair of shoes, never worn. Nine freaking dollars. You know how much they sell for retail MSRP? $99. And so they actually were in clearance originally for $59, but this day they had a super deal. And I'll show you the box and then I'll show you the shoe later. So this is the box. And they were on clearance originally for $59. They're a size 11 and a half. They were marked down to $9. So it's not only about going to, because I know people talk about going to Goodwill and Salvation Army and stuff like that. Have I been to Goodwill since I've been here? Yes, because that's a strategy that I was given. But I've sourced many other places, and outlet malls are a good place, especially during clearance. Now is back to school season, discounts, coupons, all of that stuff. $99 shoes for $9. If I sell them for $59 after taxes and fees, commissions and fees from the platforms, that's $40. They could easily sell for way more because when you see them, oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. So back to the list. And then I want to get into the haul because, oh my gosh, we have been here almost 27 minutes already. The final thing, two things. So know what to buy, know what to sell. And I kind of got ahead of myself, know where to buy and where to sell. So I mentioned, of course, people talk about Goodwill, and I see a lot of people. There's not one near me, but I couldn't do it anyway because I'm not fighting. I can't go in a store and have that manic behavior, people pushing and fighting for the bin, and then they weigh your stuff and then you pay. Like, I get it, and God bless the people that do it, but not all of us have that temperament to deal with that. And so I don't go to those type of bin stores. I did show you the bin store that I got introduced to, which is the Amazon return bin store. And today is $10 day. Tomorrow is $8 day. Wednesday is $5 day. Monday is $5 day. Tuesday is $3 day. And Wednesday is $1 day. All the clothes, they're trying to get rid of all their clothes, have been $1. $1 for the past 3 weeks. I think this is starting the third week. So all the clothes that they're getting returns from, that's how they get people in. I get it. But I'll show you some of the dollar items that name brand that I was able to, brand new. It's just people bought it off of Amazon, and it was, I guess, it didn't make sense to send it back to wherever it came from, and postage and all of that. And so know where to buy from, and go to places that your temperament can handle. I literally know myself, so know yourself, right? I'm not fighting. I'm not pushing. I went in the bin store one time on Dollar Day because when I first got here, nobody was at the bin store. I'm like, there's only like 20 people? But I guess now that we're at the height of vacation time and season, I went in the bin store one day. I looked, I turned around and walked back out. It was so crowded. It was also a lot of people, that had walkers and different type of, wagons. What do you call those? Where the seniors use them, they push them and they could put their goods and items. I was like, I can't do this. So I turned around and walked out. It wasn't my temperament. That would have stressed me the heck out. But know where you can buy, but also know this. Like I mentioned earlier, for those of you who are just tuning in, I am in South Carolina. I think this is the number one state for transplant from like New York and New Jersey, the Northeast. And there's a lot of people coming down here with a lot of money, making it stretch. But what they're also coming down here with are items that they can no longer use. Winter items, coats. I have I have a couple of North Face jacket, like a velour jacket, Columbia shoes. These are stuff with tags on them that they're like, okay, I'm in the South there. I don't need it for the snow. I'm not going back to New York. I'm not going back up north in the wintertime. And so find the opportunity in your area to capitalize on situations like that. So let's just say you're in New York. Now, New York, the great thing is about, especially New York City, there are a lot of wealthy people donating items, right? Donating big items or expensive items. So there's opportunities all over. But you only want to stick with quality and name brand and especially when you first start. Now, if you want to make this a business and sell high volume, low, cheap things, then that's different. But if you want to 10x your income, please stay away from that strategy. Just please stay away from that strategy. You will burn out. There was something else I was going to say. Nowhere to sell. We talked about yard sales as well. We talked about Facebook Marketplace, where you can either ship or you can meet people. I don't do Facebook Marketplace. I did buy a bike while I was here. I bought a bicycle for $20. MSRP is like $180, right? The only thing that the tires need air, but that's it. I might do that on Facebook Marketplace for delivery, meetup. I haven't decided if I was going to sell that or keep it at the house for when, family comes over, whatever. I haven't decided that. But if I do decide to sell that, I'm not shipping that anywhere. So I would do something like Facebook Marketplace, and you can do pickup. Now, eBay, I also believe they allow you to pick up from people as well. But that's the only item that right now. Oh, no. And then the pièce de résistance that I will show y'all later is something else that will probably have to be sold on a Facebook Marketplace. So nowhere to buy, nowhere to sell. And then I'll do a recap in a second. And then the final thing is what we're doing, or what I'm doing right now, is organizing. This entire room will be organized into a resale room. And it's absolute, and I will come back with the final look. Like, it's not going to be, I'm not trying to invest a lot of money to make it that. So I have bins, I have the shelves for the bins, as I showed some of you earlier. That's in the corner. That whole shoe closet I got from the bin store for $3. That whole shoe closet. And it's not all the pieces up. So there's still probably, I don't know, but there's more units that can be added for $3. There's also, one of the sales that I had, listen, where to buy. I didn't write this down. I thought I was going to remember. If you have coupons and rewards, instead of using those to buy for yourself, buy something that you can resell. So like, I have a TJ Maxx card, right? And so after spending so much, they give you rewards. I don't know how many rewards I have. Let's just say I had like $50 in rewards. I still have rewards. So I found these, I was in TJ Maxx and they had these Caitlin Clark Nike shorts for $13. $13 for these Caitlin Clark, whatever team she plays for, the blue, whatever, I forgot the team. I put those up at 6:30 one evening. By 7:45, they were sold. I made like $50 off of those shorts. No, excuse me, $40 off of those shorts, because I said 13. Sold them for 50, so $37. I don't want to lie. I'm being impeccable with my word. I made like $37 off those shorts like that. No, No, 50 because I didn't pay for them. That's right. I used my entire rewards to get those shorts because I knew those would sell immediately. Well, I didn't know that quick, but I knew those would be they wouldn't last long. And I had did my comps and looked at what they were selling for. Yeah, so $50. That was all. And then I think eBay. So let's just say 40 something dollars I made off of that. So just by using your rewards or coupons. So that's why I say you don't always have to go to like these thrift stores is another, not Goodwill, not Salvation Army, but other thrift stores in your local. That's where you find some really good gems, like old school. Oh my gosh, it's not in here. Ugh. Okay, I don't want to keep getting off a track, but yeah, you'll find some really good quality antique items that people are willing to pay for because the quality is just so much better. Like if you're buying a cast iron pot, if you have a cast iron pot from the 50s, 60s, even 70s, far superior for the cast iron pots that are currently on the market. And so again, just finding different outlets and opportunities. Some people, like I don't pick up people's stuff from the side of the road. I know that people drive around in certain towns that know when people are going to get evicted. I don't prey on people like I just, that's my spirit can't do that. But if your spirit can, child, when you know that the sheriffs or the marshals are coming to put people's stuff on the side of the road. There's also people that dumpster dive, like in the mall area, because certain malls, throw away, the department stores throw away a lot of quality stuff. I'm not going to nobody's garbage. But if that's your thing, these are different ways that you can literally find quality items and make really good money because it's free. Like I said, free 99 is the best investment you get, the best way to get a higher return on your investment than you can ever imagine. But back to the organizing, you have to organize. And what I was realizing, like I was just buying stuff and then putting them, I have a bin that I'm going to go through in a second, putting the stuff in a bin. But I'm like, okay, when I leave, in less than a couple of weeks, I need somebody to come in here, and just be like, oh, okay, envelope 247 has to be taken to the post office. So organizing is the best way to keeping track. I do have, let me see if I could pull it up. This may not be the final version, but I'm going to see if I could pull up the, one of the spreadsheets that I started on. This may not be the final one because I have multiple, so I'm just going to be quick with it. Let me see. Open recent. Oh, you know what? It might be. It might be in my Google Drive. Let me see if I can't get to it quick, I'll do it. Oh, okay, is this it? This might be it. Let me see. Okay, so this isn't the final one, but I'm going to try to share this right now so you can see what I started with, and you could just see some of the items that I have in the haul. Okay, now let me share. Share. Oh, is it this? I have to share a file. Sorry, y'all. Not the screen. So share a file. Slides, PDF. Extra camera. Video. It's not a video file. Let me try slides, PDF. My computer. Okay. Oh, shoot. I have to upload the daggone file. Give me 1 second. Oh, no wonder, because it's saying I can only use Google Slides, PowerPoint on a PDF. So I'm going to save this in a PDF and then show you because I want you to see it. Let me just save PDF, export PDF. Yep, PDF, and then save. And so again, I'll go over the list again on the strategy to help you 10x your income, 10x your investment, excuse me, without a lot of, I mean, anybody can do this. You don't need any special gifts to do this. This is something that anyone can do. And so I want documents, desktop. I thought I downloaded it. Hold on one second. Date added, date created. Let me try this again. File, export to PDF, save. You know what? Let me just try to airdrop a copy. Okay. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and ask them now as I try to show you. I really want you to see this spreadsheet because you have to stay organized, or one, you won't even know how much you're making, how much you're spending. And that's never good. That is never good. So I definitely want to make sure that you do it correctly. And anyone can do it. That's the thing I want to literally draw home. Again, anyone can do this. You don't need a master's degree. You don't need, any advanced knowledge other than knowing how to buy low and sell high. And I also say not being afraid to open your mouth and tell people what you're doing. So if I was out last night. So I went to see Life Jennings last night. Oh, he was amazing. Spectacular. Afterwards, I ended up at this restaurant and met this young couple from Charlotte. And they also, this is the crazy thing. This is why you got to talk to people. They also resell. Now, these youngins, child, they got this game down pat. And so they were asking me, like, so I take pictures of all my items too. So I was showing them some of the pictures, and the boyfriend was like, can I buy those off of you? Like, literally, like, can I cash app you now? And I would love, because he's probably going to resell them. He knows this game more than me, but they were a pair of sneakers, Jordans, I want to say. And let's just say I had them listed for $89, of which I paid $7 for, or $6.30. I can't remember if those were a 10% discount day or not. I paid $6 and change. I had them listed for $90. He was like, can I buy them from you right now? I'll cash app you right now. And this was them also giving me tips and strategy on how to sell, when to sell, where to sell, or how they make money doing it. And they both are students or they both graduated from whatever that college is in Charlotte. But saying all that to say, you have to open your mouth. You have to open your mouth. You cannot not talk to people. You just can't. And so I really I'm still trying to pull up this thing, y'all. And for some reason, it's not letting me, because it's a numbers file and not a PDF file. Hold on. I'm going to try one more time. And if it doesn't, slides, PDF. Oh, that's what I can do. Okay. I can send it to my Google file and pick it up from there. I don't see any questions. So I am going to do that, and then we'll get into the items. Okay. Let me export this as a CVS file. And then I'm going to save, export. Oh, or what else I can do? I know what I can do. That's what I'm going to do. So I don't have to take up too much more of your time. Okay. Uh, delete. Oh, okay. I am just going to do a quick screenshot, and then you can see. You can see. Oh, goodness. Why is this? There we go. I want to do the whole page, and then let me show you. There we go. I don't know why. I was out late last night, y'all. And then I was up listening to D Nice until like 4:30 in the morning. Okay, so let me do image file, desktop. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Let me expand. So you can see here are just some of the items, and this is just a screenshot of a portion of the page, but this is my proposed pricing, estimated eBay fees, and then taxes that's listed, because eBay does charge taxes, but that's assigned to your value, and then that's what they take a commission off of. But I have everything from Jordan waist pocket, LA Dodgers hat, leather wallet, Nike women's black faux. Oh, child, where is that coat? Oh my gosh. That was another gem that I found. So when we go through the haul, just remember that I talked about that. The Harley Davidson jacket that I showed you, a women's ski jacket with faux fur hooded, I forgot, Huda Beauty powder. I also got that from TJ Maxx for free with my rewards. People are buying that for like $35 because this nude color is supposedly hard to find people. So I just have to make sure like my pictures and everything are right. But these are just some of the items. I even have a Lamaze guide to giving birth. I got that book for $1. Who's people love that. Yankees. Oh, a book about the Yankees with Joe Torre. I got that for $1. DKNY beige linen dress. I believe that was like $6 or $5. Tahari bathing suit. I sold this American flag bikini set. And this is just what it looks like. So I'll do the proposed pricing, the high pricing, the fees, the taxes, how much it costs, what I paid for it, the average, the cost of that the actual good. And then at the bottom, it gives me an average cost of goods. So you want to make sure that you keep, so I have it also arranged by accessories, apparel, beauty. This isn't my latest one either, because it's much longer, but the clothing, et cetera, et cetera. So let's, I got disconnected, y'all. I apologize. I pressed the wrong button again. So let me, why is this? There we go. Okay, so now is the time for the haul, but let me first go through the list again for those of you who just joined. Because after this, it's just going to be the items. And if you want to stay to see the items that I will be reselling to 10x my investment the easy way, as I organize this room to be a exclusive to reselling, then stay until the end. So we started off, you need to know your average cost of goods, and you need to make sure that you're not overspending. Oh, I am going to start off with the pièce de résistance that I purchased on Wednesday, brought home yesterday, that is going to 1,000x my return, my mouth to God's ears, right? So average cost of goods, free 99 is always the best. Ask people, ask people, ask people, find ways to get ish for free. Buy low, sell high. Like, I'm the type of person, if somebody asks me today, do you have anything you want to donate? Out of all of this stuff that I have, oh, I'm going to give. Like, it's not complicated. Most people will give. The problem is, hey, Christine, girl, welcome to this impromptu live. I know I was supposed to come back 5 days last week, but can I just also say, one of my mentors passed away. She was a radio personality in New York City, and my first real radio job, my first job in media that was my full-time job, was at a station called WBLS. And Miss Thing, Diana King, child, took me under her wing to enlighten me on the male-dominated industry called radio, and especially how to navigate through it. She was an on-air personality. I was in sales, but oh my gosh, rest in peace, Diana King. That was my girl. And her burial was actually yesterday. Her funeral was Thursday. I'm so sick I wasn't there. But anyway, so I was not in any headspace. Life Jennings last night gave me my life back. And so I'm able to come in and bring you along on this resale journey. And I'm gonna let you know, like, as things progress, I already said, through this $500 investment, I already made $150 profit back. So I'm only in it for $350 now. And then with just the items you see, I know $5K is like the minimum that I expect. But again, average cost of goods, you want to know, free stuff everywhere. Just ask people, buy low, sell high. Foundation for any way, any time you want to make money, buy low, sell high, period, exclamation point. High ticket items, collector's items, quality items, labels. You want to stick to that. Let me tell you about labels. Rich people buy used labels. Rich people will still be able to buy for a lot longer than the rest of us, as this inflation, gas prices, all of that continue to rise. Most of my stuff, you will see, if it's not labeled, it's a collector's item. High ticket items, labels, all of that stuff. Know what to buy and what to sell. Again, outside of the labels, you want to know things that move fast, and you can do your research by just seeing, on other platforms. Like, you could just, you have to do your research, basically. And then now with, all these large language models that people are using, I know many of us are using, put that to good use. Put the, picture in of the item, and put in what I like to call an elite prompt, so you're not wasting a whole bunch of prompts for that, whatever version of a large language model that you use, to give you the best description, use the best SEO title, the best keywords, and the best pricing strategy based on all of the information out there, for you to sell this item within a month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever your time frame is. So again, know what to buy, what to sell, know where to buy, where to sell, or where to get free-ish from, and organize. So those are the strategies. Now it's time to get to the good part. And I'm not going to go through everything because I have a lot of stuff, right? And the goal is to really start organizing this room today. And so, let me see. ski boots. They look damn near brand new. Okay. These ski boots I got when I was in Charleston. I stopped at a thrifter, and I want to say this was probably the highest price I paid for anything. And it was like 25 or 30. I think it was $30 and I had 10% discount. And so I know these are not probably going to sell. Well, let me not say that. The chances of them selling this month are much lower than them selling in October, November, December. So these right here will be priced at about 100. I think I said I'm like $130 or 100, something like that. It's in my spreadsheet. Hey, Ebag, good to see you. Welcome back. So these are Nordica ski boots. You test that's the other thing. Before you buy anything, especially if you're going thrifting, don't leave that store without testing them and know what you're testing. So I know ski boots. I know what needs to be in place. I know what needs to be locked and safe and making sure all of these clip. I need to know this could pull out. So again, this is one of the items. Now, this is another snow boot by Fisher. I paid $6 for it. They're thin-insulated. They do need to be cleaned. I haven't cleaned these yet. That's not even on priority list right now. But again, they're still in great condition. Look at the bottom. Snow boots. I'm telling you, these will sell. I have no doubt in my mind that as soon as the weather hits, these will be snatched up, especially if they're priced competitively, right? Then guess what? $1. This is a bag. I'm not going to open it, but this is ski boots, and this is ski boots and a cover for the skis. $1 from the Amazon bin store. $1 on Wednesday dollar day. People down here don't want no damn ski covers or the ski boot tote. So those are some good money makers right there. Here's my bag of Jordans. I'll show you these real quick. One of them I have to send to the gentleman in Charlotte. $7. $7 for these raisin, beautiful Jordan collector's items. They're called, the color is raisin. I forgot, it's on my list. These I think are probably even for sale now. More Jordans, $7. And honestly, they're probably $6.30 because I could go for 2 days that I get 10% discount. And so $7. And they're authentic. I always authenticate within, because I had like 4 days to return it. So I make sure they're authentic. Here are some Air Force Ones. $7. I'm just going to round it to 7 because I don't know which ones I got the 10% off. $7. $7 freaking dollars. Air Force Ones. It's back to school season, y'all. That's what I mean by knowing what to buy and when to buy them. Some of these are youth sneakers. Look at this. I'm selling this as a pair. A bundle, I should say. Jordans, $7. $7 freaking dollars. These bundled together, if you buy them together, I think I have them for $100. That's $14 turned into $100. If you buy them separately, I think they're $75 each or something like that. So I'm just going to leave these out because I do have to organize them. Let's see what else I could show you. I showed you the North Face. I showed you, let me do this and bring these down. Okay, I'm in the country. Durango boots with the Durango, whatever these are, that you put in the boots. $7. These boots go for manufacturer like over $150, brand new, right? I'm not selling them like they're brand new. Durango boots, excellent quality. Women's, Timberlands. Now I'm gonna spiffy these up a little bit. But these Timberland boots, chocolate Timberland boots, that $7 or $6.30. $6.30, something like that. Child, listen, let me tell you something. If y'all don't get on this resale train some way, somehow, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Some more work boots. Now, these are Jack Wolfskin. I think they retail for like $70. $7. Again, you have to get stuff that looks like it hasn't been used either. Like, you don't want stuff where the heel is, completely gone or the treading is gone, because very few people want it unless there's something they want to use it, for. Maybe there's, expensive shoestrings or something, but these, $7. Now this, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to give this away or keep it. I don't know if I'm going to sell it or keep it. This was $9 because it was 10% off. This is the Michael Jordan old school Chicago Bulls mini basketball and cologne, unopened, unused. So I'm going to organize that, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Okay, let's go to this hat right here. I forgot the brand of this hat, but you can see $1. $1 right here. But look at this. For people who run at night, people who work at night, this was $1. It may have been 90 cents if I got it with the 10% off day. I don't remember offhand which ones. Oh yeah, and it has different illumination. You can do it real bright, less bright. $1. A Columbia hat, $1. $1. A Columbia winter hat with the air thing, so perfect for a girl. $1. I also got some of these books were free, so I just Tom Selleck. Anybody want a Tom Selleck book? Oh, I'm keeping this one. The Economic Earthquake. That's mine, so that's not for sale. Dave Ramsey, Financial Peace Revisited. I may post some of these. I may not. That's going to be a lot more time consuming, and I don't know. $1. Gone with the Wind, VHS set, $1. Smithsonian's Great Battles of the Civil War, and they have different battles of the Civil War. I forgot how many of these I have, but again, $1. I'm emptying. Child, look at this. Sound of Music, and when I say $1, it probably was 90 cents if I got it on the 10% day. Sound of Music VHS cassette. Like, these are classics. I'll probably do a bundle with some of the classics. $1. Beanie hats. These are winter. So I'm focusing a lot on sports and fall and winter because I just know those. I know those have a higher propensity to sell during the upcoming months, instead of listing a whole bunch of summer things now that, will be targeted only to people in really warm places or taking vacations. But this is a satin lined beanie for all my Naturalista sisters. $1 each I paid for. Okay, let's go to, I'm gonna do the DVDs real quick because there's clothes at the bottom. So some DVDs, these, I'm gonna do a bundle of these too, so I'm not gonna sell them one. On Golden Pond, War of the Worlds, Bad Boy. This is some type of collector's edition. And My Cousin Vinny. Now let's get into some of the clothing items. I showed y'all some shoes. let's get into the clothing items. So this is a North Face. And I'll tell you how much. I think the tag is still on here. Is the tag still on here? Yeah, I hear it. So I paid $5 for this. This is a North Face. I don't know if you can see this. Hooded shawl. It's going to be perfect. Oh, I'm sorry. I tried to have it inside out. Sorry. Perfect for the upcoming season. Perfect condition. No, if this person wore it, they wore it in the house. And it has the North Face label someplace else on here too. Where is it? And it has pockets. It's on here somewhere. I don't want to waste too much time. Michael Kors purse, $7 plus 10% off. People love them some Michael Kors, child. Anyway, this little clutch thing, you can put the straps in. I don't think you could take them off, no. But you could put them inside the purse. $6 and change. I know someone's gonna buy this. This thing was $2. A Barbie t-shirt. I have so much other stuff, y'all. As long as y'all are still here, I'll keep. This is a Patagonia. People love these t-shirts. This was $2 as well with the discount. A Patagonia t-shirt. A Timberland leather belt. I may bundle this with the... No, I'm not going to bundle this. This was $2. Well, $1.80 with the 10% off. It's a Timberland... let me highlight. Hey, Ebad. I know I said, hey, I forgot to highlight you. Good to see you. They don't make leather belts like this, child. So I know this is going to be a winter chicken dinner. This is a J-Gel cardigan with the belt. Looks like it was maybe worn once or twice. Again, I'm focusing a lot on the upcoming season, as you can see. This was $5. I bought this. Oh, I got to show y'all the pièce de résistance. That's what I'm going to do now. I bought this because this is like a 1950s woman's clutch. And I want to do a room in this house that is ode to yesteryear, kind of, sort of. And I have some encyclopedias and stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to sell this. We'll see. It's up for, we'll see. But that was only, show you right now, $4.50. It was $5. I got 10% off. Oh. Did I show y'all these boots? No. These are another pair of workmen's boots. Now, this did have a little, it looks like some tape or something got on the front of this. But guess what? So what? These were $7, I want to say, too. Oh, no. Did I get these? I got these from the bin store. These were $5. I got these from the bin store. These were all shoes, $5 from not today and Sunday, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All shoes are $5. I showed y'all this. Some more Little Plum snow boots. These go for like $80 or something like that. Great condition. I'm almost sure I paid like $7 for them. I'm trying to put all the boots in one spot. Sorry, y'all. More books and stuff. These were free, so I'll show you these real quick. For people who are into the mafia, you got The Godfather Returns, The Godfather's Revenge. These were bestsellers. Free, $99. The Sopranos Family Cookbook, free, $99. This is going to be a bundle. So around the holidays, I know that. Let me show you what I got to go with the bundle. So I did spend another $4 for this. I'm going to make it like a gift set. I have to take the pictures. So for people who are into, the mob movies and books and stuff like that, that's going to be the bundle, the cookbook, the 2 bestsellers, and that t-shirt. Let me, oh, this is, football season, $3 plus 10% off. This was $2.70. So y'all know. This is a Clemson team apparel. No, Denver Bronco, excuse me. Denver Bronco fleece jacket for $2 and change. So with football season coming up, again, I paid under $3 for this. Under $3, y'all. Y'all better get on this train. This is, oh my goodness. Okay, so I just want y'all to see. This was new with tags. Puma, $100. What's the shirt called? Volition. A Volition Puma shirt, and even has reflectors. What you call it? UPF, SPF protection. This is great for golfers. This is the back of it. New with tags. This was under $10. I want to say probably like $7 as well. Also, football season. That's why I know what to buy, when to put it up sale. $2.95 plus 10% off. Green Bay Packers t-shirt. LeBron James sneakers. These were $10 or $9. Where's the other one? Fell somewhere. Oh, here it is. They look amazing. Look amazing. Look at this. Crazy work. This is going to be, these MSRP for like 150. This is what I mean. This is going to be more than $5,000 when it's all said and done. This right here was $5.25 plus 10% off. New with tags. A Coleman fleece for people who work outside. Well, it's a men's shirt, but I guess anybody could wear it. But $5.25. It has the new with tag on it. I think it's scratched off, but it says $75 if I'm not mistaken. I don't have my glasses. These are my sunglasses. Brand new, unworn. Any AKAs out there? Any AKAs out there need a pink or green, go to brunch, go to church dress? This was $5.95. Like new. It's an Evan Picone dress. Not one blemish, not one mark, not one stain. Zipper works. Hook claw in the back. Works perfectly fine. Most of the clothes I will be doing from now on will probably be winter or sports related. Perfect timing. 76, Philadelphia 76 basketball retro shirt by Fanatics. $2.95 plus 10% off. This one doesn't have a brand, I don't think. But I know I scanned it, and I think I did. So remember I told you the Amazon bin store, everything was $1. This was one of the things. And when I scanned or took a picture of it, because you could take a picture on the Amazon app and it'll bring up what the product is. I want to say it was selling for like 20 something dollars. So I was like, okay, $2 for this camouflage, blue camouflage, I'll call it camouflage, Under Armour hooded jacket with the, hooded shirt with the kangaroo pockets in pristine condition. $2. I forgot these things were selling like 50 something dollars. And here's another item I got for $1 from the Amazon bin store. It's a preppy vest. I forgot how much it sells for, but it sells for a lot. Let me see. Did I miss anything over here? No, I showed you guys that. Let me see. If y'all want, nobody's talking, so if that's all y'all want to see, then that's all I will show you. I don't want to waste nobody's time, especially mine. So if I don't get a more in the comment section, then we will end this live now. And then maybe I will show everyone what it looks like, once this room is ready for my departure. There are so many other good things that I wanted to show. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a separate video and I'll just, do that on my own time and then share some of the items that I have. But again, I have a lot of in that shoe, I have these rare classic Disney New Balance collab sneakers that I guess there's a run every year at Disney that people are selling for $300 brand new online. These are like new. They don't have the box. I paid under $7 for it. I have Adidas. I have On Clouds. You know what? I am going to show you those. Hold on a second. On Clouds and Hokas. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm coming. Okay. Because these only cost, I only paid $7 for as well. Oh, where's the Hokas? Child, I told y'all I got to finish organizing in here because there's a lot of stuff. So let me just show you the On Clouds real quick. The Hokas are somewhere in here. Is this it? Oh, no, that's not it. Here are the On Clouds. $10. Nothing wrong with these bad boys except they're just the older model and somebody got tired of them. Probably upgraded to the newer model. $10. If y'all know about On Clouds, if you know about the On Cloud sneaker, then you know that was a giveaway. I really wanted to show y'all. The I am going to show you this, and then I'll come back with the Hokas later. Those may be in a different room. Columbia inbox, $5. Amazon return store, brand spanking new, $5. If you know about Columbia boots, waterproof, keep your feet warm. Anybody who's spending time out in the snow and the cold weather, these are over $100. I think the price was on here was like $100. Yep. So it has the whole label. I paid $5 for these. So when I say I might not even be in, I still didn't do the pièce de résistance. Let me bring that picture up real quick so you can see that. I gotta organize those. Okay. The pièce de résistance, I paid $20 for this item. So I want you to use your imagination. Because, no, you don't even have to use your imagination because I'm going to pull up what my vision is before I leave. Okay. Okay. This, I wonder if I could zoom in on this. I don't know if I could zoom in on this, but The price tag is over here. At your leisure. Oh, Shell, I'll get to you in a sec. Okay, I see your question. Give me 1 second. The price tag. No, before I tell you how much it costs, let me show you how much people are selling it for. Slay executive desk. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to bring this screen up real quick and you can see. I'm going to share this screen and you can just see some of the prices. Now, this item was created in 1975. It is an executive desk. People are selling this desk anywhere. This one I think is a little larger. I don't know if this is the same one. I think this one is more. So on Etsy, it's for $1,400. It's a Slay. The brand is Slay. And it tells you about it. The 1970 Slay executive desk refers to traditional American crafted office furniture, blah, 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 blah. But the market value typically sells between $900 and $2,500, depending on the exact wood type, condition, and specific rival style. I've done research, and on everything from like Facebook Marketplace, I could sell it in its current condition right now easily $800, $700, $800. I'm going to tell you how much I paid in a second. Here you can see $3,295. It's up for sale. That's because it has been refinished. It looks good. This one, the one I'm selling, I'll pull back up, has some dings, some scratches. I wish I could zoom in, but the price I paid $18. It was $20. It was marked for $20, but it was a 10% off day. $18. If I choose to get it refurbished or sanded and stained and changed, I'm gonna show you one that I found that sold. Hold on a second. I'm gonna remove this and show you one that sold. And is also, it gave me a vision of what I want this to look like if I invest it. If I invest, I will probably have to put maybe $300 in to get it to look like this. That sold for $2,800. $2,800. So when I say how I'm about to turn $500 into $5K quick, without needing any advanced degrees or anything like that, without having to coach, without having to do a digital ebook or anything like that, this is what I mean. So I really want good question, and I'm going to answer you right now, Shell. I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Right. So this is what it looks like here. The handles are you can maybe see that some of the handle that are missing. On the inside, there's a little stain. I think I have, hold on a second. I think I have Do I have it inside of the truck? Hold on. Image file. Okay. It still hasn't. So I have it on my phone inside the truck, but it hasn't synced to my desktop yet. I mean, my laptop yet. So let me just see. I'm going to try one more way to see if it's there. Maybe it's under movies. No. Photos. Yeah, no, it hasn't. Oh, I can show you on my phone though. I have my phone right here. Let me remove this, and you can see it's in the truck right now. I mean, it was in the truck before I had it put in the shed, but let me show you. Okay. That's, I don't know if you can. That's it inside the truck, y'all. So it just has to be refurbished, and you want to know, it does not even have to be refurbished. If I want to just sell it for, up to $800 without doing anything to it, I can do that. I could list it now, and I could probably put it on Facebook Marketplace today, and it probably will be gone before I leave. So, but I'm thinking about getting it refurbished, but I'm also, so the other thing is I'm thinking about getting it refurbished, similar to what you saw. The color will be different. It'll be more like a beach tone. And I might keep it. So I don't know. So where do I suggest starting? I absolutely suggest starting with what you already have. I don't, encourage, because I also, like I said, I have a lot of stuff too, but I don't have a lot of winter stuff, right? I don't have a lot of boots. I don't have ski boots. I don't have the ski covers. I don't have the fur. Oh my gosh, I so want to show y'all the rest of this stuff because there's some bad stuff. I went to Nike store here. And as I mentioned, people don't care about winter stuff here. I'm going to show you what I got from Nike for $20. I'm just going to show, I'm not going to pull it out the tub right now. But I'm going to show you. This is the jacket that I got. And it's still, I think, on the Nike website. Okay, let me share this. $20. And I'm going to get back to the answer to your question, where to start. But this came to mind as I was. So let me see. Let's just do black. Okay. It has a hood, I think. This is it right here. So it's a Nike woman's loose bomber jacket. 6P is, it was $180, y'all. $180 from Nike. It still has the $180 Nike tag on it. And this 6 p.m. is selling it for $72. I paid, like I said, $20 for it. And I don't know. I may not sell it for $72 because over here, they're selling theirs. Oh, they don't. No, that's not the one with the hood. Let me do hood too. Okay, so yes, Stocks is selling it for $155. I think that's the same one. Yeah, because I've seen the pricing, and I know as it gets more close to winter, those prices will go up. They're discounted now because people aren't thinking about it. Here it is right here. They're selling it for $196. That thing costs $180. I paid $20 for it. Somebody else is selling a pre-owned, not brand new with tags, for $136. So where to start? Start in your closet. Start by asking friends and family. Start by sourcing free 99 first, or at least close to free 99. So if it's $2, $3, right? But it has a high valuation, fine. But don't go crazy, because the other thing is people can get, so I had a budget. So first start free stuff, right? Shop your closet. What's in your closet? I have tons of stuff here that, like I said, I'm going to post as well. Well, I'm going to take pictures while I'm here, set up the pictures, and that back wall is going to be used a lot, or that wall. But I'm going to take pictures. I may not post everything here. When I get back to New York, I will be posting, but everything will be packaged in this room, labeled, put in some of these bins. I also have this, like I said, this shelving, so that whoever I contact, my god sister is across the street, whoever I contact to come in the house, we have codes, so come in the house, go in the tub labeled number 2, look for item number 1, 2, 3, take that to the post office for me. Like, I'm going to leave it so easy breezy that anyone can handle. So start with free 99. Start on the platforms that deliver the most volume, right? So eBay, by far. eBay has a gazillion users, right? So start on eBay. But the thing about eBay, as is with any other social media engine, you can't just post one thing and expect them to, push it out or promote it. You really have to, even if you schedule to have one thing posted every day, they need to see that you are active, that you are serious about this. Because there are people out here that are doing this like really for a business. And so eBay, I would say, outside of Facebook Marketplace, because eBay, you got to give your information, I think social security number, all of that stuff. I don't remember because I've had an eBay account for so long. But you have to give information. So if you just want, and if you're local, or not even local, because Facebook Marketplace does shipping now too. But if you want to just do cash and carry, do Facebook Marketplace. I will only do Facebook Marketplace for like big items. So like I said, the bike that I have, if I sell this desk, but I'm not doing Facebook Marketplace for a t-shirt, meeting people and all of that. So eBay, number 1. I'll tell you what I'm on. I'm on eBay. I'm on Poshmark. I'm on Mercari, and I have a Depop account, but most of my items are higher priced, meaning Depop, they sell a lot of $10, $15, $20 items. Most of my items are over 35. And like I said, I'm focusing on a specific market. So sports. There are some sneaker sites. Like, it depends upon what you're selling before I could go expand anymore, because they also have niche sites. So if you oh, and the other thing, oh my gosh, before I leave, I'm going to have to do a whole nother video about this. So y'all saw I have North Face items. The thing about North Face, let's just say you go to these thrifting places or these Goodwills or Salvation Armies and you pick up North Face. It doesn't matter the condition. You could take these items back to North Face, get a store credit, buy something newer and more expensive with the store credit. It doesn't have to be coat, boots. It could be, accessories, gloves, t-shirts, and make more money doing it that way. So if I didn't want to sell these North Face boots, I have another pair of North Face boots, or that North Face, shawl that I had. I could take it to a North Face store, get a store credit. If the store credit ended up being $50, I could in turn buy a 2026 version of something from North Face, price it at a premium because the cost will now be at a premium because it will be new with tags. So there's so many different strategies that you can use, and I meant to share that. There are other places that you can turn in items for store credit, and I will do another video when I go through the rest of the stuff. Like I said, you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but in that shoe, that thing is filled with shoes. So, and then there's shoe boxes on top with more boots and shoes. Um, so yeah, when I go through the rest of the stuff, I will give more strategy on how to um make the most of these low cost items. But always start in your closet. Always start in your closet. I actually found this Stanley cup for $3 from 1975. It's a thermos, like the construction workers used to take and stuff. I think I have a picture of it. If I do, I'll pull it up right now. But I can literally send that back to Stanley and they will send me a new cup. And I could sell that cup. If the cup is a $50 cup or how much ever they're charging now, I could probably sell the vintage one as well, but I looked at the comps, they're not really that high. I liked it as an antique piece. Like I said, I'm looking to do an antique room. So let me see if I could show that. But again, start in your closet. If you have a budget, try to find what I like to say is a bin store that is like an Amazon bin store. So the items are new with tags versus used, right? But they have to be quality items. They cannot be, for lack of a better term, these Shein, versions, because you're not going to get much money off of that at all. And so why waste your time? I might have deleted. Did I delete? Oh, I could show you the bicycle I got. Here's the bicycle. First, let me finish looking for the thermos. If I can't find the thermos, I'll go to the bicycle. But yeah, so that's how you want to start, free, and then work your way up to a budget. And if you can't, yeah, okay, I might have deleted the thermos pictures. Y'all want to see me with Life Jennings? I'll show y'all that picture in a second too. Oh, if it's synced, I don't even know if it's synced. I found a classic Purple Rain t-shirt for $1. Like, oh, did I show you? Here's the shoes, the Echo shoes that are, let me show y'all these. So here are the Echo shoes that I got for $9, brand new, with the box. Well, I'm not going to send the box though, probably. I might, I don't know. That are retail for $99. But let's stop sharing that. And I was trying to find the thermos, and if I can't find it on this go round, then I will on Marketplace. I hope, Shell, did I answer your question? I don't know if I answered. So yeah, so definitely start on eBay because it has the most people, has more people. If you're not into, if you just want to do cash and carry, then Facebook Marketplace. And then they have like OfferUp and some other sites where, you can cash and carry. And then yard sales. I told you I'm having a yard sale probably next weekend, depending on the weather, just to do quick offloads, right? So I have stuff that I paid $1 for. I may have a yard sale where everything is $25 just to get rid of the dollar stuff. That's not winter related. But yeah, so there's different places to start and different ways to, be successful. And let me just look at this image thing one more time. But like I said, I'm going to do another video and I will share more. So yeah, I started taking pictures of some of these items. I have a lot more to take. But again, most of my stuff is like Nike, Timberland, North Face, Columbia, Adidas. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see the daggone thermos. I'm so upset about that because it's a classic one and it's all the way. Oh, let me show you the Hokas. I did find a picture of the Hokas, me buying the Hokas. And then here's the Hoka sneakers. that were like $10. And then I cleaned them up, and oh, good. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to answer your question. And let me just see if I have the clean Hokas. Because some of these I've already put on the site, and once I upload it to the sites. Oh, what I was going to also say is with Posh, the thing I like about Macari now, if you upload on eBay, you can take that same link, add it to Macari, and it will populate. So you don't have to. Now you definitely have to check. Oh, I just have the bottom of the thermostat. Oh, no, I have the thermostat. Here it is. Okay. So this is the Stanley thermostat that I bought. What does it say? What does it say? It said $6, but I got it for $3 because you can't see it on the other side. There's like you just gotta tell the people, talk to the people. And I think that day I had bought like 3 pair of sneakers and something else anyway. And then I got 10% off. So this is the Stanley Cup. When I tell you this thing is heavy, oh my gosh, it is like a dumbbell. That's the type of quality that they used to make, these thermostats. And your drinks would either stay hot or cold all day long. And there was one more thing I said I was going to show. Image file. Hold on. Oh, and I know I was in the middle of saying something. But what I was gonna say is if you are, this, I also got this for free. Free 99, y'all. And they're going for like upwards of 250. So it's the whole edition of 1969 World Atlas books. I forgot how many volumes there are. YZ? Okay, 20. It's a 20 volume, and I have every last one of them. And no pages are ripped out, for free. I'm debating, do I want to put that in the antique room that I have a vision to create? So I'm not sure yet. But again, just showing you that so if I wanted to sell it, let me just show you. Again, receipts, World Atlas 20 volume set 1969. And people are so thirsty for this, the written word, because things are being erased, rewritten. Let me see if I do shopping. Okay, I'll show you. These are we actually have these at the house. But I'm going to show you this and show you what they're selling for. This isn't the red volume, but you can see $249. Oh, can you see? Yeah. $249, $240, $179. I said they were free. So again, even if I sold it for $150, $175 to undercut, some of them to get it moved quicker, right? Get free stuff, y'all. Get free stuff. There's so many places that are going out of business. Companies are folding. They're throwing away stuff. And as long as, the place ain't filthy for me. Now, if it's some people like, going in, not like, but they can deal with going into filthy places and cleaning up stuff. If that's you, you have even a better chance of being successful in this journey. I have a queasy, like I couldn't do it. But again, I have so many other things. I have heels. I have um, naturalizer wide shoes that I know are gonna sell because I see how they sell on these platforms. I was gonna say something else. I said the yard sale. I said the other platforms. There was another recommendation I was gonna give, and I might have said it and can't remember. But definitely, oh, and talk to people. Like, when you talk to people, somebody say, "Oh, I'm an avid runner." Oh, do you know anyone who's looking for, some, you know, Hokas or some on clouds that are in pristine condition? I'm selling some, or, because a lot of people don't want to pay $200 for sneakers. And if you could pay $10 or $20 for a pair of sneakers and then sell them for 70, that's $50 cash in your pocket. So talk to people, because a closed mouth will not get fed. And I think I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I gave you all the strategies. I showed you just some of the haul. The goal today is for me to organize as much as possible and then come back tomorrow and finish everything so that I can label. I have the poly bags that I'm going to put everything in with the labels. That might not get done till Monday, but I definitely want to have a clear visual, clear line of sight where everything is. I'm hanging up the dresses and all of that. Then I have the stuff to cover it with so, it doesn't get dusty or anything like that. Like the coats, not the dresses, because the dresses will be packed, but like my coats, the fur coat, I can't pack those. I don't want to pack those yet. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I know I have a lot more stuff, y'all, but for the sake of time, we've been on here for an hour and 40 some minutes, and I have a whole, did I show y'all this? Okay. Whoever's here is here. Good. Let me show y'all this because then I could just get to this organized stuff. Okay. All right. I'm going to show y'all these last couple of things and then we're done. So I bought this poker set. Amazon, it was like $50 or something. Now, I will say the deck of cards are missing, but we have so many cards here that, like, the poker chips are still in its plastic, even though this one, the plastic kind of chip, but it has the dice, and in between the dice, there should be 2 decks of cards. Decks of cards cost $1. If you don't have them, they cost $1. That's an extra $2. I paid $9 for this. Yep. And so I plan to sell this. Well, I plan to put it up for $50 because there's always negotiation. That's another strategy. Always price higher than you want to sell it, and then have room to negotiate, because that's part of the game. You can't get mad at people for wanting to negotiate. Now, I did want to show you this last picture. Last night was such a great night. And for those of you who don't know, me and Life Jennings go way back to 2007. Hopefully y'all can see that. That was last night at his concert at the House of Blues. And so I'm in a good mood right now. And I plan to, you know what? Y'all will see me when y'all see me, because I got hit hard this week with another loss. So y'all will see me when y'all see me. But I will do some pre-produced videos, so this way I could at least try to keep my commitment to coming on 5 times a week. But since there's no other questions, y'all have a great Saturday. I appreciate your time. And I want y'all, again, to try to not live in a deficit, right? So if you are spending money for anything, how are you going to replenish that? Don't just, if you have credit card debt, how are you going to get that credit card debt down? If you have a mortgage, how can you get that down? So it gives you breathing room, right? And reselling, I think, is a great way to do it. And there are so many ways to do it. This was just a sample into how I plan to do it, through mostly, the sites like eBay, Poshmark, Vinted, you know, things like that. I don't know if I mentioned Vinted before, but yeah, so let's just, you know, continue to find ways to increase our income, create additional revenue sources, and stay ready so we don't have to get ready, right? That's the basic theme of this channel. And so that's where I'll land today. I thank you for tuning in. If you are watching now, please hit that like button. It helps me get this video out to more people. If you have any questions in the future, put them in the comment section and I will respond just as soon as I can. But until the next time, guys, you have a great Saturday and Sunday, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.